What's up, e-bikers? This is the Bulldog from Puckipuppy. Full suspension, dual battery e-bike with a pretty unique frame style here. I do like unique frames, and this is certainly one of those. It looks a little bit cut off over here, but that's where the batteries are held here in these two, the top down tube and this lower down tube. So we'll check out the specs here on this Bulldog and see what it has in store. This e-bike comes in just under 2,000 bucks. I think it's around 1950 or so, but they're always having sales and stuff, so be sure to check the website for the latest offers. I may have a coupon code. I'll throw that in the video description too if I have that. This is the iron gray color, and it also comes in a camo color as well. Pretty cool looking. I like it. Just a nice metallic gray essentially. And you can see the batteries there on the top tube and the bottom tube. And these batteries, so these are two 15 amp hour batteries, 48 volt system. I've got the little charge indicator up here. And here, if you plug them in, you can charge them on or off the bike. Comes with a 2 amp charger, just one. So you have to charge them separately, so it might take you longer. And about 7 to 8 hours from dead to full charge is what you're looking at there. And here's a look at the handlebars. Came with these nice mirrors as well that pop out. And here's a look at that handlebar setup here. You've got hydraulic disc brakes. You got nice locking grips here. Left side thumb throttle, display pad. We'll come back to the display later. And here's what the right side looks like. Here's a look at the motor in the back there. 750 watt, 1350 peak wattage on there, 28 miles per hour. I think it's the same motor Puckipuppy has on most of their e-bikes overall. Sizing wise, this e-bike has a payload of 400 pounds, 26-inch reach. It's about 100 pounds overall. It's a pretty heavy e-bike. You got two batteries, you got the full suspension. So it's definitely on the heftier side as far as that goes. And it has about a 32-inch standover height right here. I'm 6 foot, so I fit okay on it. I think this is definitely a tall person e-bike because, you know, when I get off the bike, you know, I do hit that top tube there with my legs. So here's a look at that front suspension. 180 millimeters of travel. Pretty good travel there. It's a pretty decent fork. And here's that mid shock there, the Puckipuppy branded shock. I'm not sure what the travel is, but there you go. It's got the nice, pretty thick linkage up here. And shouldn't have any wobble in that thing. Bike comes as a class 2, but you can unlock it to class 3, of course. Here's a look at that front suspension. Lots of travel there. Pretty nice. It's got lockout and preload up here. Let's take a look at the back shock there. I'll sit on it. Fairly soft out of the box. Here's a look at those front tires, 26x4, just kind of generic knobbies up here. 180 millimeters on the brake rotors, and these are Logan hydraulic disc brakes. Plastic fenders, and of course I showed you the suspension already there. And one other cool thing about this e-bike, which I just discovered as well, this also comes with a detachable display. The little levers back here, you just squeeze those, it pops right out. It connects to the bike system right here. And I just had this on the mock wheel, but Puckipuppy now has this, so I think you're going to see this. It's a great safety feature, security feature. You can take this with you, and no one can ride your bike if you do that. Here's a look at the screen itself. You got your battery bar right here, this big one, PS levels. And I do have turn signals as well. You can see the turn signals come on. I'm not sure if they're auto shut off. Let's see. Yeah, they're not auto shut off, so you do have to hit the button again to get rid of those. Also on the right side, you have a bell right here and 8-speed trigger shifter. All right, so let's take this puppy out for a run here. A couple things on it. The range. So I saw one other review on this thing, and I forget the guy's channel name, but he got 80 miles on PS2 on a flat rail trail. He actually biked overnight with it. So 80 miles. If you look at the watt hours, it's 1,440 watt hours. So if you use Microtools constant, you're looking at about 57 on an average speed of about 20 miles per hour as a jet flies overhead. And then they are having a sale on this right now. So I think I said $19.50 was the original price. It's now on sale for like $1,800, $17.99 I think, for Black Friday. So prices change all the time, guys, so don't quote me on the videos. They may change when you get them there on the website. So we're going to do a hill test today, speed test, see what this bike can do. And oh, there's one other thing. So this bike has a torque sensor, and I asked Puckipuppy what that was like. So it says the torque sensor activates first. It detects your pedaling force to start the motor smoothly. Once the bike is in motion, the cadence sensor also engages to assist the torque sensor and provide a more balanced pedal assist experience. So that's new to me. I haven't seen that type of setup before. So we'll see how it works, and stay tuned. Let's go. All right, time for a speed test here. I'm gonna do pedal assist. We're in PS5. The throttle goes to 20. I'm not gonna show you that, it's kind of boring. But again, it's got the torque sensor, so I did feel it engage, and yeah, it does seem pretty responsive. It does seem like it's a torque sensor. So let's kick it off with a throttle here, and I'll start pedaling. I'm in 8th gear. All right, we're at 19, 20, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29. There's 30, so it's probably slightly faster than the GPS. I don't have my mount with me, but yeah, I'd say about 28. Definitely. Came on pretty quick there too. Ergonomically, this thing's pretty comfortable to ride. I'm a little front forward here, just with the handlebars. They're kind of flat, and the reach is fairly short, so not too bad. I like the mirrors. Get a pretty big coverage with those, and so far so good. So let's go do a hill test. All right, let's do our hill test here. I'll drop the gears down a bit to 5th gear. I'm in PS5. Torque sensor e-bike, so hopefully it won't go over like 10, maybe 11, we'll see. At the steep part of the hill. I'm putting some effort in here. We're at 15 and climbing, 15 miles an hour. Starting to feel it already, actually. It's like 45 freaking degrees out here. I am not ready for this. Cold weather e-biking. All right, we're at 17. Here comes the steep part. Let's see what I can do here. My legs are burning. Man, 12. 10.9. 11. Yeah, we'll call it at 11. So, pretty good job there for a torque sensor e-bike. 11 miles an hour, minimum speed up the hill. All right, downhill coast with no power. Test the brakes at the end. See what this is like at a higher speed down here. Nice and bouncy, that's for sure. So out of the box, I like the suspension a lot. All right, here we go. 2 fingers on the brakes. 27, 28. There's 30. 31. Nice. We'll test the brakes down here. Got these Logan hydraulics. And at this driveway, with the brakes. Nice. Control. Stop. I didn't squeeze them all the way. I want to just gradually squeeze them as I come down that hill there, going pretty fast. Otherwise, that back tire is going to lock up. So they did pretty well. So brakes are good, no squeaks, and good grip power there coming down the hill. Let's go hit the woods here and wrap things up. Tell you what my likes and dislikes are. So we'll see what this thing is like off-roading. Okay, there's some rattle there. That front fender is definitely rattling. Yeah, we got some obstacles. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. This was like an old road back in the day, and I think this was dammed over here, so it might have been like a lake here. A lot of rocks, damn. All right. I know what the rattling was. The front fender stay came out over here. So these are on a little bolt there. You have to kind of bolt them in correctly. I'll have to change that when I get back, but all right, seems pretty solid now. Oh, now it's too far in. Okay. All right, so there's your Bulldog Pro. Actually, this is the Pro version. I like it. You know, it's a big e-bike, so I think the biggest thing about it is, on the negative side, is it's really only for tall riders. Again, it's a pretty tall top tube up here. You got to be at least 5'10" to ride this thing, in my opinion, guys. But I mean, you can ride it as a shorter rider, but you're going to feel more comfortable on a step through or a shorter e-bike overall. It's the biggest mistake people make when they buy e-bikes. They buy the wrong size e-bike for them. So the size is an issue, I think, for some of the audience out there. A little bit of rattling, great suspension out of the box. The seat is large. You may or may not like that. The Puckipuppy display, again, I've talked about that a million times. I'm just not a fan of how they do the battery. Like, give me percentages, give me voltage. But the fact that it comes off as a detachable display is pretty cool now. So I think you can see that on more e-bikes coming in 2026. So hopefully that happens. Pretty good speed, 20 miles an hour. So typical class 3 e-bike. Shocks are good out of the box. Everything works. I didn't have any issues with that unboxing or anything. And other than the fender issues, this bike is a pretty solid choice out there. So still not crazy about their name, but what are you gonna do? The bikes are pretty decent, actually. But let's look at the Puckipuppy Bulldog. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this e-bike. You like the style or not? It's kind of interesting. It's got that kind of cut-off frame right there. It's different for sure, right? So if you want to stand out, want to look different, this could be a choice for you. So I'm just here to show you what they can do. You make the decision. I'm crisscrossed. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.
Just open space, wind in my face, no finish line to chase. Thunder beneath me, power that sings. Bulldogs my way.